Hello, I am Marshall Vladimir with Vladimir Ward Gaming, and welcome to the Comintern for January 1938 for Operation Watch on the Rhine, or as I prefer to say, Operation War on the Ring, War of the Ring. So I just wanted to start with an errata because on my last turn, I mistakenly believed that I was no longer able to send Lend-Lease to the CCP as the Soviet Union. I was mistaken because of my alignment of Xinjiang to the KMT. So with that in mind, the Soviet Union last round would have spent 2 IPP, and I declared my intention to do this to my colleagues. Towards sending a militia upgrade, and I wasn't contradicted, so I'm just gonna, obviously the CCP will place that on their turn, but they've got a militia upgrade and the USSR has 2 less IPP. So as for the CCP's turn, they're going to be doing their influence roll towards Suryang. They are, but we are doing a couple minor movements, which is that we're moving a cavalry from Shenxi to Xinghai and an infantry from Shenxi from Xinghai to Shenxi. And with that, we're going to roll our influence roll. Lovely. So the success would have been at a 2, but failure was at a 12. So, hello Suyan, welcome to the happy family. Well, at least Japan can't. I mean, I don't believe there's any chance that they can align to Dadao. Regardless of how much was spent, a 12 causes it to align to our lovely KMT brethren. We'll just grab for the KMT, a cavalry, a militia, and an infantry. And increase CCP no, not CCP, KMT income to, why? It's 7 IPP. I don't think anything had changed there. Unless I'm mistaken, they are put up to 7 IPP. Curious what happened there. Did I miss something? There's no income in Xinjiang. Anyway, with that, oh, CCP had no purchase, by the way. They are just placing the militia upgrade in Xinghai. From this USSR last turn, and that's their influence, and now they do their recruitment roll at a 2. We love to see it. That's a miss. For the USSR, well, CCP collects income and ends their turn. Now for the USSR, it is time for the lovely income increase, because they're going up now, because it is January 1938, well, they get their next income increase. So it's on a D6. Hopefully, it's going to be not a bad one, but there we are. That's a 5, so that's 13 that the USSR will now collect, which still isn't enough to roll tech, but I'm certainly not complaining. Well, with that, they are going to be sending another 2 IPP and a militia upgrade to CCP. But other than that, they are quite done. They're place units, and they don't need to do any tick rolls. As for combat moves, they do not have any, but as for non-combat moves, they're railing 2 infantry from Cheetah to Smolensk, and there's a fighter in Kiev that we think would look much better in Moscow. Without further ado, yeah, no, we might move that militia into why not? Lovely. Well, don't have any more. Oh, yes, we have the submarine that we are using the Northern Sea route on, and this lovely torpedo boat destroyer is going to sit is going to go into port up in Kola. And with that, we're just going to drop our supplies in. I'm just going to put it on the board in CCP just for my own reference. I know that supplies don't actually go on the board, but I am just going to put it with a wee Soviet control marker. And then we will collect 13 IPP to end with 28. Lovely. It's got the full number in turn. With that, the Soviet Union will also end. There you go. Thank you for watching.